What's going on, good peoples? Y'all come on in. Y'all know we got to talk about it. Getting my invite set out. Y'all know what I got to do. Link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. What's going on, folks? Now we done made it to the end of another work week, ain't it? It's been a long one. Just waiting on my fellas to come in. All right, when I reach that 2-minute mark. So welcome to Real Talk. Until we get a name, we're just gonna call it Real Talk, Sports Talk. But today we're just gonna be having some just good conversation. So I am your host, RBJ. Give me a great big hand. Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, today is Friday. It's been a hot one. Been getting it, been working all day, been doing a little music. So, and this came to my mind today, and I was just saying, I was talking to the guys, and I was like, "Hey, y'all, what y'all think about talking about an age-old topic that people tend to shy away from, and it's about paying musicians and should musicians be paid?" And so they was like, "Yeah, we can do it." So here we are. Link in the chat if you want to come up and talk, you can, but you have to be on the YouTube to actually do that. So you can click the YouTube link and hit the StreamYard. And if you got the StreamYard app on your phone, it works a little better. But yeah, y'all come up and talk with us. Ladies and gentlemen, here go one of our co-hosts, Mr. Ricky Bobby. Give it to him. What's going on with you, man?
Nothing much, man. I think I'm finna turn this game on.
Yeah, I know I'll be on a little later.
Man, Threes Pro-Am.
This podcast is being brought to you by Ocean Spray Cranberry Juice. A cup a day. Keep your kidneys flushed and cleaned out. You know, do your body good. Let's give it up for what Ocean Spray Cranberry Juice. Oh,
yeah, that's the right one.
Ocean Spray. Man, you better start drinking it.
No, I mean I know what ocean spray is, or whatever you want to call it. I drink the my ex-girlfriend put me on the white cran peach. That junk good.
Got to be regular cranberry, 100%. You got to make sure it's the 100% juice.
My looks was ashy up here.
You're gonna be regular. You're gonna be regular. Inside's gonna be cleaned out. But
I had it before.
Anyway, let's go on and jump into it. Should musicians be paid? Of course, is the only answer. I don't care if you having a benefit, a wedding, a funeral, anything. Pay your musicians. I'm gonna tell you why just a little bit. Now, me personally, I don't have a set price for if like I do a funeral because um that's kind of my way of giving back. Now if a person asks, I'm be like, well, yeah, if you want to bless me with something, yeah, go right ahead. But just like a set price, and then if you want me to bring a band, of course I'll make sure the band is being taken care of. But uh pay these people. These guys are working. They're working diligently for you, and then most times you want them to do so much and carry your service or concert, whatever you have. Musicians normally are playing nonstop. A lot of people don't realize that they think, and then they think it's just so easy. I don't care if somebody just doing a simple 1 2 1 2 beat. You do that for about 30 minutes straight. that stuff will wear you out. I'm
Okay.
telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know. I started out on farm, so I know what I'm talking about. Um, People have you running up and down the road all weekend, all week, and then they getting paid, and then the musician just supposed to be doing it for God and just for the love. No, we ain't going for that. So musicians, if y'all on here, get your money, man. You gotta get it. As a matter of fact, I can recall a time. I can go back to 10, 11 years ago. I would be doing and this ain't no shade. I'm not taking shots at anybody. It was me. So I'm at fault for it. I would be going different revivals and different churches and playing for different people and it was like, okay, yeah, I'm making you sound good, and then we just walking away and that's it. But me being young, I just was just glad somebody was giving me the opportunity to play. It wasn't, oh man, I got to get paid. I got to have this. Not realizing that most times that they were the ones reaping the benefits, and I was just the ones getting the chance to play the nice keyboard or get the shine and get the pat on the back. And one thing I learned: pats on the back do not pay bills at all. Not one thank you has ever paid a bill of mine, unless it was in a thank you card or like a gift certificate, anything like that. But other than that, I did a lot of ripping and running. And so like now I notice as I done gotten older, whenever I tell people like my price, if they want me to play with something, they kind of have an issue with it. But I mean, I'm at the point now, I got bills. I did a lot of stuff for free. I done did a lot of favors. So you can't get mad at me because I know my worth now that I done got up in age. Well, I ain't gonna say up in age because I ain't old, but as I've gotten older, I realized like, hey, you are critical to what you're a part of. If people didn't want you or they didn't find value in you, they wouldn't use you. So I was kind of like in my last years of high school, and then like the little while I did go to college, I would rip and run doing revivals, and sometimes the only thing I'd be left with was either like something to eat or just a ride back home at the end of it. And as I've gotten older, I realized like I shouldn't have never done that. I should have always been getting my worth. But one thing about life, you live and learn. Whether it's for the better or for the worse, you live and learn. So don't let nobody use you. Now, of course, it's some people I do favor. I still look out for to this day because they look out for me. But another time, I got to have it, and it's not me not want to use my gift for God. How they be trying to manipulate you and all that. That ain't it. It's the fact that I know what you're trying to do, and you can't run game on me no more. Those days are long gone. I've even had some people will try and pay me, or I give a price, and they'll have money. How they get you is they ball it up. They'll ball it up, or they'll put it like in an envelope.
Dang, they ran the okey-doke.
Yeah, that's what they would do. They'll put it in the envelope. They'll fold it, make you think all your money in there.
What? I've never had that.
Man, people. People are smart. They'll do anything they can to get over on you. Man, when I say I done seen it, I done seen it all.
That's what's up.
Kind of been through it all. I done had people get me places, and then they'll say, "Well, we got such and such plan, and we thank you for your time." No, you need to. If I'm not gonna play, at least compensate me for coming out my way. Things like that.
Yeah.
Or I done been places, and I'm waiting around. The person who booked me nowhere to be found. And the crazy thing is, they're trying to let like a year or so pass, and then they'll come, "Hey, can you do this? Can you play for me?" And like, you think so? Do you think you think I got I know I ain't the smartest person in the world, but I ain't got amnesia. Like you still ain't paid me.
Okay.
Now, if so, I'm probably one of the most understanding people you can work with. If something go wrong, tell me that. If you can't do it, let me know. And then if I decide to still play, or I just want to be like, you know what, don't worry about it. Let me make that choice, but don't be giving me no runaround. And because that shows how much respect you have for me and my time, my craft, that. So treat your people right. Um, what's my man? I think it was Duke Ellington. He had a quote. He said, "Man, I got a crazy trick that works," and then he said, "It work every time. How to keep my band happy is I pay them money. If you got a band, musician, whatever, you paying them, and you showing them that you appreciate them, they'll never leave you. They won't let talk bad about you. They won't let nobody degrade you. They'll fight for you if you treat them right.
Literally.
Because as long as I feel like you care and that you really do care, I go to the end of the world for you. But a lot of people see it like, oh man, you just all about a dollar. Why you can't do it for God? And no, you're not. You're not about to. That's musicians. Listen, when people or preachers or whoever booking you and they asking you why you can't just do it for God, that is the number one way they try to manipulate you by saying that, because they know most musicians don't really have like a spiritual background or things of that nature. So they'll say that why you can't just do it for God. And I was like, well, even in the Bible, I'm looking at a scripture now, Nehemiah 13 and verse 10. It says, I also learned that the portions were assigned to the Levites that had not been given to them, and that all the Levites and musicians responsible for the service had gone back to their fields. So that pretty much they had employed musicians back in biblical times, and they weren't paying them. So, and guess what they had to do? They had to go back to work. I love God, but guess what? I know I got to take care of myself at the end of the day. These Levites and musicians that's in the Bible, they had to do the same thing. It said after service, well, I get if they even finished the service, they had to go back to the fields and go to work. And the next verse says, so I rebuked the officials and asked them, why is the house of God neglected? And I called them together and stationed them at their posts. So I like I say, I ain't the most deep person in the world. So the writer was saying he rebuked the officials, whoever was in charge of the service. He asked them, why y'all ain't taking care, of God's house? Like what's going on? Let's see. They were made responsible for distributing the supplies to their fellow Levites. So after he got them together, they took care of the house and everything went back to normal. Let me see and look at the Facebook comments. Nothing is free. If you want to have a good time, then you will have. That is true. And sadly, church people are some of the cheapest people.
Oh my God.
Like, I mean, and this ain't no knock. It's just like a lot of them, and this ain't everybody. So if you get offended, I'm sorry, but it's the shoe fit. Yeah, lace it, tie it up. But Um, yeah, I'm sorry. I was still trying to read that. Them people, man, they feel like you're just supposed to always do things for free. Now, don't get me wrong. Ain't no wrong with giving back. But if I'm gonna do something for free, don't try and bully me and make me feel bad. Let me offer that. If I see the need to do it, I will. But yeah, some like church people can really be like really tight when it comes uh to like finances and things. And we are supposed to, if we supposed to help each other and be a blessing to one another. But some people just don't see it that way. They feel like if you take it from the church and you're supposed to be doing this and you ain't sincere. Every time I play, I'm doing it from the heart. Every single time. When I'm at church, I'm giving it everything I got. I'm making sure God getting His glory when I play, and I'm also making sure you that's in the congregation are having an experience. Honestly, um, I'm usually one of the first ones to actually kick off. As far as like the service, because you know music is pretty much the first thing you hear when you walk into church in most cases, either somebody singing or somebody playing. So it's my responsibility to make sure that you're getting that and you're getting it to the best of my ability. Um,
Yep.
but a lot of people don't see that. They just think, "Oh, you just getting up there playing and showboating." And no, that's not it. I'm doing what I've been called to do, and I'm doing what also I'm employed to do. Yes, musicians should be paid, but why? That should be the question. Why not pay us? You want to keep us in church sometime 2 4 hours, um, learn a whole pile of songs. You want them to go like the record. Then you want all this and that, the bells and whistles, and you you think musicians now don't get me wrong, we can learn song like a good musician can learn a song in no time, but these songs that y'all hear, most of these songs have been written over months times, even years times. And you think most people just gonna get it in a week because you want to have choir rehearsal and you send it out maybe that Monday and choir rehearsal that Thursday. No, a lot of this stuff takes preparation and time. Like me personally, I don't really care for doing different rehearsals with certain people because first of all, you're not gonna sing it the way you rehearse. So you're wasting my time and yours when we both could be doing something else. Um, and second of all, you learn the material and you might not even sing the song. So yeah, you got to pay these people for their time. If you don't pay them for nothing else, pay people for their time because it's a million other things folks would rather be doing than sitting in a rehearsal or somebody church service all day. I never forget one time, and I'm gonna get to you in a little bit. I was playing at this service, and I was playing for a pastor, and the pastor was like, "Hey, you can you come play for him?" I was like, "Yeah, what's your price?" And I gave them the price, and they were like, "Man, you don't went up, ain't you?" I said, "Yeah, got a lot I got to do, and then everything else going up." I kid you not. One from the time I walked in the door, they was like, "Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! You got to hurry up! Come on! I don't need you. I don't need you to fall out on me." From the time I got out my truck to the time I opened the church door, sat down, I had to play non-stop because of a price that I gave, and I knew that I knew that was what I was worth. They was like, "No, don't stop. I need you to keep going, keep playing." You know, me being a professional um, that I am, I was like, "Okay, all right, yeah, ain't no pressure, no problem." And that's another thing, professionalism. Musicians, if you do want to get paid, make sure you're professional at all times. That not, and it's just, and when I say professional, it ain't even so much as your plan, it's more so your character, how you conduct yourself, how do you do business, um, just things of that nature. Always, always be professional at all times because you never know who watching and what they're paying attention to. So I'm still checking the comments. Uh, always do your best. That counts more than anything, because how people perceive you is pretty much how they treat you. So if you come tacky, sloppy clothes, late, smelling all kind of way, they gonna feel like they don't, you don't care about your craft or care about yourself enough for them to pay you. So they're gonna feel like, okay, well, I can just do this to them because they don't care. So, and I mean, that's a sad way to be, but that's usually how people think when it comes to business. So be firm, stand on you. I hate saying stand on business. Stand on your business, but say what you mean what you say. If you feel like you not getting your worth, negotiate. And that's another thing. All these points he coming to me. You have to know the art of negotiation. That is a very, very powerful tool in this music business. You might, okay, we all know we might be worth a certain number, but in some cases, let's be real, you got bills coming up, you got something coming up that you got to pay for. Every time you might not be able to get your number, and some people be like, well, if I don't get it, I'm gonna stay home. Okay, you stay home, I'm gonna go get it. I got bills, I got gas, I got all kind of stuff. But yeah, be willing to work with people. That's the first thing I tell people. I give a number and then I'd be like, I can work with you. And then in my mind, I already know that I'm not going under this price. So most of the times, this has worked for me in the past. When people will ask, well, how much do you charge to do such and such? I'll be like, well, what is your budget? Or what can you do? And then I'll say, well, this is what I normally charge, but can you do this? And either they agree to it or not. It's literally that simple. But I say all that to say, yes, musicians should get paid. I don't care if you're playing at your mama church, your daddy church, your granddaddy church. You need to be getting compensated and get compensated well. Don't let nobody take advantage of you, because people will, and especially if you're a nice person, they'll just run all over you every single chance they get. Ask me how I know. They will do it. I don't care how much God they say they got in them. They will take advantage. All right, Lennox, you can take it over. You can take it away.
Oh man, I ain't really got much, but this is a piggyback off of what you said for real. Like and what others are saying. I don't care if you are R&B, gospel, rock, punk, whatever you want to call it. I feel like everyone should be paid. I'm going to tackle the side of equipment. Equipment costs, especially now. You can't go to Guitar Center for a pair of sticks that are under $15. Literally, inflation on equipment has gotten so ridiculous, like it makes no sense. Like, I mean, it's crazy. Cymbals about $500. You got drums by itself costing thousands of dollars, whatever the case is. And I'm the type of guy. Okay, I get it. You can make anything sound good if you're a great musician, but quality matters. I'm not gonna sit here and go on tour playing a tour with some first act drums, bro. That I mean, quantity and quality of everything is key. Like it's really key, bro. And I'm not gonna sit here and take $50 knowing I can't even buy two pairs of sticks with that. Let's be real. Like I never forget. I was playing at this church and they had a meeting, and one of the aunts, that was the first red flag. She had nothing to do with anything, and she was like, "Y'all need to start, not charging him for like certain services. Like, y'all need to tell him like, y'all gonna play free one service, try to look out." I'm like, bro, I'm not looking out for nobody. I was like, y'all like to shop for like 5 hours straight. I was like, I'm not being serious, but like, bro, y'all shop too much for that. I'm not gonna sit here and sweat out my clothes for XYZ. I was like, I'm not doing that. I said, we charge what we charge. There's a reason why we charge what we charge. Also, y'all don't want trash musicians, so I'm like, this is why we charge what we charge. I was like, bro, if y'all want niggas that's cheaper or whatever the case is, I hate to say that, I was like, y'all go get someone else that's cheaper and kind of maybe like not so good. I said, but until then, I was like, I'm sorry, but I hate to be that person, but we gonna charge. I said, that's not my home church. I said, business is business. Like, I think only one person I never really charge as far as playing for them is my dad. I know people saying, well, yeah, I charge my family. Nah, bruh. That's my pops, bruh. I'll look out for my family and others too, but I feel like that's one person I say I always owe for what he did for me as a young man and what he instilled in me as a musician. He's not a musician, but if it wasn't for them, I don't know how I'd be as far as my career or anything. So I feel like that's my debt to them. But yeah, man, I feel like if it don't matter. You ain't got to be Lacey Comer or Calvin Rogers or even Chris Darden, but bruh, you should be getting compensated some way somehow. It don't matter. Even if it's like a love offering. I know folk like say that all the time. This ain't a token, but this is something that I appreciate it. Nah, bro. Get you need some type of money. Like simple as that. That's all I got to say, man. Make your coins.
You got to get it. But yeah, you're right, man. Like equipment and what you charge don't even cover a third of what your equipment costs.
No, sir.
I'm taking a $3,000 keyboard to a show or service, and you only want to give me $100. No,
Nigga, are you
my recorded stuff costs more.
Let me tell you something, Rich. If we was to charge how much our equipment was, all these churches would be like, "Oh,
churches
are you
be
serious?
empty. They'll be empty.
Church be empty. They pockets empty. Oh man. So it's like, don't ever sit here and be like, "Oh, that's too expensive. Y'all trying to tax me." Oh no, trust me, we're saving y'all. Trust me. We got bills outside of this stuff. Let's like, bro, as a musician, bro, it's like one of the most stressful things financially. You have bills. Some folk have families, like their own families outside of this. Then you got your equipment, bro. That's that's too much stuff you got to keep up, bro. I'm sorry. No. And let me not even get on freaking MacBooks, because nowadays you really kind of need a MacBook as a musician. Whether it's recording, you running loops, something, whatever. You need a MacBook. I feel like everybody need a MacBook, in my opinion, or MPC something. So it's like, let's not shy away from stuff like that. And let's say your key gets broken on your keyboard, bruh. Just for that one key alone, it's probably like $50. I'm not saying that's the actual price because I'm not a keyboard player, but that's expensive. And God forbid you get a keyboard like a Motif that's kind of discontinued, and you got to pay for it.
And a lot of people don't realize, and to piggyback off of that, because I like a lot of those old rolling keyboards, man. Like some people can fix on them, but really, you have to send that stuff to Japan. So that that ain't cheap.
Order them parts. You gotta order them parts. You gotta like, man, it's just too much, bro. That's stressful. So it's like never sit here and say we being expensive, because trust me, what we should be charging y'all, we don't even do that.
Right. And like I said, I appreciate my churches I do play for, because they look out for me. But yeah, it's just like a lot of people don't understand like why they just see us playing. They don't realize why we charge what we charge. Like, first of all, it costs to get there. Then, like you said, if something tear up, y'all ain't gonna want to fix it. I got to be the one to get it fixed.
Okay.
So it's coming out of my pocket. So of course I have to charge. My fee is gonna accommodate all that. So you don't have to worry about it. So if something go wrong, I can handle it, and I can get it taken care of in the time I need it to be taken care of.
Yep. And honestly, especially nowadays, as a musician, you gotta have your own. I don't care if you ain't the best nigga. You have to have your own stuff, bro. If not, I would hate to pull up to a service. I ain't got nothing on me, and they barely got anything there that's playable. I'm in trouble. So it's like, bruh, really, and people think we take this money. Now, granted, it is some people out here that take that money and use it on the wrong stuff. But as a musician, bro, honestly, most of this money we made, we had to put that right back into either cars, our equipment, because some of us really don't have everything that we want, so we have to go out buy this stuff, sacrifice. So it's like we have to charge y'all this price. I mean, like yesterday's price ain't today's price, and I'm gonna tell you right now, honestly, as a musician, especially in this day and age, if you still getting double digits as far as money, something's wrong.
Yeah, those $50 and $75 days are
Are
over.
over. Unless, like you said earlier, if it's a funeral, you just charging gas or something like that. But that should not be a norm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially if you're at a church and you playing your heart out. No.
Them days long gone, buddy.
Long gone. Like I think when I was getting that type of money, I was like playing for my dad, and I was honestly in middle school. Like, but I mean, honestly, that was like a little thing where, oh yeah, I mean, this is just a little hobby. I had like a little summer job anyway, working at the car wash, so I won't trip it. But you know, double digits in 2024, and you are actually more than subpar musician. There's something wrong. Your church don't appreciate you, and you need to run as fast as you can. Now, I'm not saying do what Lennox did, do what Lennox said on the live, but you know, I feel like if you are, you know, above mediocre, bro, or even way past that, and you getting double digits, if that's not what you are okay with, bro, you need to go ahead and negotiate or leave.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Right.
But like you said a little earlier too, I want to piggyback off of that. Musicians, get your own stuff. I have never been one to just want to depend on something to be there. Like in a gig. Now I love when somebody have like house boards and stuff, because that means I don't have to carry anything, especially if it's something like a motif.
Ain't that a great feeling, man?
It's a great.
Ain't that a great feeling?
You can always program it how you want, and it's good, but always have your stuff with you. I don't care, because you look like a bum if you always depending on somebody. Right.
Yes. And it's okay. Some of us have a struggle, but
right.
If you got the money and you can pay for it, drugs, whatever, shoes, and all of that, and you claim you're a musician, you ain't got your own. You still borrowing your homeboy stuff. Something wrong. Something wrong with you.
Now I done been in a couple of fights where I've had to. You said what?
I said you better go get you some Wuhans. I know that's like a better version of. It's like a low graded version of Sabian. Real drummers know what Wuhans are.
Yeah.
It's a better. It's not like better than Sabian, Zildjian, but it'll get you through it, and it's actually for the quality and the amount of money that's charged for them samples. Like they're like $100 each, but the quality is amazing. The quality is amazing. So it's like, honestly, go get you something like that. I don't know what's like a good price keyboard, but go get you like a decent keyboard. They ain't got no speakers in it. Hey, you set. Get you a little Ibanez or whatever you want to call for your bass player. So, like, I'm just saying, bro, you should not be piggybacking off of somebody else or relying on someone. Because what if they got a gig?
Yeah.
If I got a gig and my homeboy borrowing my stuff, I'm gonna tell you right now, the stuff I'm lending to him and I know I need it. Oh, it's coming with me. You short, bro. You just short. I'm sorry. I can't sit here and look out for you, and I got like a somewhat major gig or something like that. No, sir. I'm not doing that. No. I'm sorry. Get your own. Because then it's like, where are your morals? If you still sitting up here depending on somebody, bro, it's something wrong. Your morals ain't right. And most of these people, I mean, you may have a job, may not have a job, may have money, whatever. Bro, you should be able to get your own stuff now. There's so many credit things you can go through for music stores. Maybe paying monthly payments. So, bro, it's too many options out here for you to get your own equipment. So never say you can't get stuff.
It's a lot of options. Matter of fact, I've been shopping with Zounds since I was.
That's a great one.
Since 2013. Yeah, I go back that far because I was like, man, I need to get my, because I was that musician. I'd be like, man, I need to borrow. I was always borrowing, so I was like, I got on Google one day and I said, no credit check music. It is 2013, so I can't even remember, but I Googled it, and Zounds was the first thing that popped up. And back then they used to have everything on there. like they used to have like bass players know like they had Ken Smith basses. That's how lit sounds used to be back
That's
in the
tough.
day.
Dang,
Um,
so they took everything off? Jesus.
yeah. They had that. They used to sell like the Beats headphones. They used to have man, when I tell you Sounds used to be the store to go to.
Yeah, man,
But
I think
I
always
talked to
American
a rep
music for
and
me.
he was saying I asked him like why did they take a lot of stuff? He was like, cause people being bums, pretty much. They weren't paying for the stuff. He's like they would get it
Uh-huh.
and see they were doing no credit check. And so it's
Uh-huh.
like and so if you don't pay, then that's when it'll affect your credit. But now they have where they still do like no credit check on certain items, but then they have some where you have to go through a firm. And so
Yeah, down payment. And like I know some of the singles I got, I leased them through I think either American Musical or Zound. I think I got one from Zound and I got one from American Musical. But see, shout out to them, you know, what I got wasn't really that high. So it's like, like a little $80 payment here and there. And I mean I could easily knock that out. So it's like
right. And
you
your
get a
gigs
2-on-1,
on
you
enough
get
will
the
take
equipment
care of
and you
that.
make the credit. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, your gig should pay for your gear if you're doing monthly payments. Especially if you have enough gigs, your gear can be paid off because like they give you 4, 6, and sometimes even up to 24 months. You can have that stuff paid for in a couple of months,
Man,
even if
what? Pay
a
it off,
month
get some
possibly.
more.
Right. It's nothing. I can go to
Man,
Sounds right now and get whatever I want because I've been doing business with them since 2013, and I hadn't had any hiccups. Like I'm always on time. They ain't never had to do anything. So Zounds, you got American
we miss
Music,
on getting an endorsement.
Sweetwater. Sweetwater is good.
Now
I
they more
shot with
strict
them.
though.
Yeah. I've gotten a few things off of there. And then they also sell. I know people who got those product like Apple products. They sell air tags now, so you can get you a pair of air
Yeah.
tags off of Sweetwater. And then they also send you a bag of candy with everything you buy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they gonna
What was that?
always send some candy.
What was that honey candy, bruh? They come in clutch every time.
I
I
just
forgot.
always eat like the Laffy Taffies and the little stuff.
Man,
What
I ain't
else?
had a that's in a long time.
Musician's Friend. Always, if y'all ain't hit the Musician's Friend, every day they have something called a stupid deal of the day. You can get. Sometimes they have things marked down $300 off. Sometimes you can get you a pair of headphones or like mic cables and instrument cords for like $10. So check Musician's Friend every day, and then sometimes they'll have a stupid deal of the hour where every hour they give you a deal. You might can find your keyboard, guitar. Matter of fact, I can tell
Yep.
you what they got right now. Stupid deal. So today's stupid deal at Musician's Friend is a Daredevil Supernova Fuzz Effects pedal. It's regular 179, but it's on sale today for 129. So you can shop there. Who else? I think I said American Music. But Zounds is my go-to. Whatever I need, I go there. I've
You go to
never bought
Reverb too.
anything. Oh yeah, Reverb is like the eBay for musicians. So
Mm-hmm.
I done gotten I done got a lot of vintage stuff. Like anything it was hard for me to find. I've always found it on Reverb.
Yes, sir.
I've never shopped in
Reverb is
Guitar Center like that. I go to
nah.
Guitar Center, but everything it's overpriced. So I go now. I treat it like a part store. So I go get like a cord or like if I need a sustain pedal, little small little knickknacks like that.
I'm about to say they really ain't how they used to be.
And they closing
And
down everywhere
honestly,
too.
yep. I'm telling you, bro. Reverb and freaking Sweetwater they're gonna mess them up in a few years. And they already doing it now because it's like you can get so much stuff. Like you can literally order custom stuff through Sweetwater. Like,
Yeah,
and it's crazy. So it's like you can't do that through Guitar Center. Like, and then like you said, they overpriced and stuff. You can find a good vintage item, bro, if you really know how to look on Reverb, and it may not be that much, and it could be in great condition. Like you can find a motif in Guitar Center for like at least like they may say like a $3,000 for it, and it's probably terrible. Something wrong with it. You go on Reverb, bro. You really can mess around and get a freaking a deal because you can kind of if you're not a negotiator, you can text the person.
Man,
I mean, you got options.
I like I said, I love old rolling stuff. I got a um I got a rolling module that I travel with. It's regular, maybe like $400. I found it on Reverb for $110.
See what I'm
Stuff
saying?
like that, and it do everything I need to do. Everything. So music, and I think I want to say they got an app too, so you can always check the app. But yeah, that's a place to shop there. And eBay do have some used gear. Like you don't necessarily have to buy nothing brand new. My first keyboard I bought myself was a used Yamaha Mo X6, and it died on me maybe 2 years ago. It's still in the shop. I just hadn't went to go get it. That was the first thing I bought. I paid $800 for it. Yeah, you don't necessarily just have to go out and buy something new because your homie might have the latest thing. No, man, get something that works and that's you know good quality
Something
standard.
you can afford.
Um, and like I said, you don't even have to get the motif. They have that you can get the Mo X, Mo XF, and now they have the MODX. So you don't have to go all out. I mean, most of the stuff do the same thing. It's just the polyphony issues, like when you get a stacking sounds. But other than that, just always
And
have your
honestly,
own.
it really got a plan.
Yeah, just make sure you got something. You don't never want to show up empty handed to a gig because you don't never they might not have anything there. And so then you got
I'm
to
gonna tell you the
pay.
main thing that's gonna break you. It's either them drums or them keyboards when you go to a church. You may have a
Yep.
keyboard with speakers that turn off and on, or you gonna end up having a drum set that it may be a head busted, the snare may be like choked. Like let's say the pedal, the pedal, bro. I swear to God, I hate going to church in the pedal dookie because that means I got to go back in the car and get my pedal out. That's too much.
Yep.
Like so, like he said, bro, get you something that just can carry you through the service, gig, whatever you want to call it, bro. You ain't got to have nothing too stupid, bro. Like, I mean, unless you on like a major, you got some services like a conference or something like that, or like a tour. I mean, maybe, but even at that, I know people start backlining if the church or whoever sponsor it got money. So, but just for situations like that, if you need it, get you something that can hold you.
And
Yeah,
get you
bro, it's
cases
not
for your
good being out
equipment
here
too.
doing that.
Get you a good
Yes,
quality
bro.
case, man. I would just walk in places keyboard on my own. No, man, get you a good quality case. It ain't gonna hurt you. Like that. That's part of the job. You look professional. It's like having a briefcase, man. Have your stuff, have your cords, get you a book bag or anything. Don't walk around because you look very, very, very unprofessional with cords dragging your keyboard all up under your arm or just look like somebody.
I learned that the hard way one time, bro. I was my dad had just brought this new drum set for the church. Now at that time, he was very picky. Like honestly, kids was not supposed to be playing, but since I was the best kid or whatever the case was, you could play. So what happened was I come out the house. Now we had a concrete porch, but this was a wooden snark, like a little cheap snare that went with this Ludwig. I want to say I forgot what series it was, but it was some. It ended with beat. Man, I dropped that snare, bruh. Shell done cracked. Strands done came out of place. Man, let me tell you something. If it weren't for us being late for church, he would have killed me. But it's like I was like, nah, I can carry. I'm not clumsy. No, I mean certain things can happen where you just drop it. I mean it's possible. But who want to sit here and be carrying around $1,000 snare or something like that, and you drop it, or worst case scenario, you put it stolen because somebody, well, it's free game, ain't nobody care about it, so I'm gonna just take it. Stuff like that can happen.
Yeah.
So you don't want that. And I mean, heads decay when you put them in the heat. Your case is gonna protect it. Cases are actually not just for looks, but they really can benefit you.
Especially if you travel and you on the road.
Going up them bumps and stuff, bro. Mess around, key come out of place.
Anything. But that's just some stuff. Some people just they don't know. They I don't know. I got cases for every last one of my keyboards. Not when I was playing drums, I really didn't have the most I've ever owned. Like I've never really even owned cymbals. I've just always had snares and like foot pedals and sticks. But I've always had a stick bag, but never had. Well, I used to have a little rolling book bag for my snare, but
they got rolling bags for snares.
I would just cheat. I had got a rolling book bag, man. And to this day, I still got that same snare. I bought this snare back in 2005. Still got it to this very day.
Dang, Rich.
The same snare.
What you got, bro?
It's a pork pie.
Boy, I ain't saying pork pie, man. I used to want one so bad. Oh my god.
Yep, I got an 05.
That had them. Oh my god.
And I bought a Pearl snare. It's a Pearl. I can't remember. I bought it back in 2019. And I used to have one of those. What was it? Orange County percussion snare. Yeah, I had one of those, and I traded it for an iPhone.
This man.
Traded it for an iPhone. Yeah.
Man, I made a big boy purchase and got like a Yamaha custom, but it's like, see, I like to, spend a couple of dollars on my equipment if it's worth it. So I ain't gonna say how much it is, but it's up there when it comes to price. So shout out to Kenny Hicks if you ever see this. I was like, I'm not gonna get like a soft case, like a little fabric case. No, I'm gonna get a hard case.
Hard case.
Because if I know if it drops, I'm straight. The case will take the impact. Worst case scenario.
Right.
So, man, I kid you not. I was fooling around at church one day. Matter of fact, it was after somebody's funeral. I think I was just sitting on the steps or whatever. And all of a sudden, I dropped the snare down the freaking steps. But thank God it was in that case.
I'm telling you, in a hard case of that.
Boy, I promise you I'd have been hurt, boy. I think I might have cried. Because, when you make an investment, if you are a musician and you know your stuff and you make an investment, now granted, it don't matter how much stuff is, but if you making an investment and that price is up there for that equipment, bro, you protect that junk like it's a baby.
You better.
You won't let nobody use it. You won't let nobody touch it. You don't want to put it down out of your sight. I kid you not. Well, I promise you that's how I am. I'm not like one of them weird dudes, but I mean, bruh, equipment costs, bruh. And certain stuff out here you really can't replace. I like a lot of vintage stuff, stuff that no one else has. So it's bruh, you can't replace something if it gets stolen or damaged really bad. So you got to take care of your stuff.
Right.
While you spend the money, yes, bruh, and get you some warranties if you can. Get y'all warranties, bruh.
Matter of fact, get warranties. You can even get insurance, man. I had it was through my car insurance. I was with State Farm, and I had $20,000 worth of coverage. It was through my policy. It was I think it was a renter policy, and so if anything would have happened to my equipment, it was covered. Get stuff like that, but warranties, man, because if something do go wrong, you can't replace what you had, but it'll help soften the blow.
Yeah, of course. You can easily just replace it for either something better or to get the exact same thing, bro. I remember when I think Matthew came through, one of the dudes I know, he had a Yamaha S90 ES.
Yeah.
Don't quote me if I said it right. But I mean, a lot of folk, I guess, love that board for some reason, for whatever the case is. So he had that, a big rack module with certain, I think a Korg rack, rolling. He had pretty much a keyboard player's, dream. I mean, everybody love racks, I guess. But when the flood came through, it cleared the whole church, bro. Drums messed up, bass rig. His keyboards were shot. Keyboards, modules gone. So I don't know if he had insurance on it. Well, no, he didn't have insurance on it, and he ended up pretty much having to, I guess, borrow a board. And so his mother, like, she decided she wanted to bless him with a board, but it wasn't the same thing as what he had before. So I'm like, boy, for one, I wouldn't leave my stuff at the church. That's just a rule number one. But stuff like that, you can prevent it. Just don't keep it out of your sight or whatever. But get some insurance on it, because at least if it get damaged or taken, you can kind of bounce back. You ain't got to worry about waiting on somebody to loan you something. You can easily bounce back, bruh. So
Easy.
yeah, man, take care of your gear. Shoot, don't just go out here banging on it and not knowing what you're doing with it, bruh. Y'all be having all this stuff out here and whatnot, and y'all just be banging on the gear, not studying your gear, not knowing it, not knowing how to properly work it. You just go out here playing.
And you can't let everybody play on your gear either.
Nope.
Everybody don't appreciate stuff like you do, especially if they hadn't paid for it.
I ain't gonna lie. I had this little kid come through to this conference I just did maybe a month ago. And I won't try to be rude. I promise you I won't. But it's like I seen him come in with his own snare, and I was like, well, good. I ain't finna let bro just sit here and tear my stuff up. Now, granted, I let him use my drum set. I mean, I already have drum band line. I'm not gonna sit here and just switch out the whole drum set. No, sir. But I definitely took my cymbals down. And I thank God I did that, because when I tell you this dude was playing so hard, bro, when I went back in that church, it made no absolute sense. Also, I watched him come in with his own drumsticks, right? So I'm like, okay, that's sweet. I'll leave my bag, my backpack, just beside the drums or whatever, where I'm sitting at. Man, let me tell you something. I made the wrong decision not taking that bag with me. Come to find out, this dude went in my bag. It was using my sticks that I had just put down. I promise you, I want to take a belt off and whoop him. I was yo, you don't have no home training. You just go on folks stuff. Cause he wouldn't know. Nah, bro, I definitely knew. I'm like, okay, yeah. Don't touch nobody else's stuff without asking either, bro. Honestly, I hope you should already know that. If you grown, you should already know that stuff. But that's weird.
Rude. It's very rude.
That's rude.
And then also, if you taking somebody's stuff down, make sure you put theirs back exactly how it was. Please do that, because if you standing something up or laying something down, that ain't how it was when you got it. Put it back.
Oh, okay.
Now, I can understand if you might not, like, from a keyboard part, if you don't plug the right, pedal back in the right jack. Okay, I can do that. But as far as I got to set it back up, and especially if it's one of those big 88 keys and stuff like that. Come on, leave stuff better than how you found it.
Okay.
Now, and the church I used to play when I used to play drums, it's one church had a real bad habit of vacuuming and just putting the drums all over the place.
Oh my God, tell me about it, bro.
Bro, don't do that. If need be, I can vacuum over there. But you just
I'm about to say I got fed up one day about that.
Yeah, like, come on, man. I already got to get to church, and then I got to worry about having to put everything back because y'all didn't take the time or call me and ask, like, hey, how does this go? Or can you come help or do something? But don't just have everything all in disarray.
Because 9 times out of 10, it be on them Sunday mornings, and church about to start. You walk in there, what happened? Like,
right,
the hi-hats all the way on the other side. This ain't how this go. Where the rest of the boom stay? Like, bro, come on now.
All right, like somebody.
If y'all wanted me to come down, y'all could have just said it. Look, like I said, I got fed up to the point. I was like, look, just let me clean up from now on. I'll clean up maybe after at least every 2 services or something like that. Because I'm not going to sit here and let y'all play me like that. And I got to come back in here and set stuff up, maybe retune, because y'all done let the kids come over here and play too while y'all were cleaning. No, nope. Just let me go ahead and take care of everything.
Right, we ain't even about to do
no, ma'am. Yeah, bro, I hated that stuff, man. I really hated that with a passion. Go up in there, bro. I'm like, y'all just don't. Y'all know this ain't even how the drums look. Now keyboards, I mean, all you doing is sitting it on the stand, but drums, bro, I think that was the most terrible thing I've ever experienced. I'm like, bro, why? Y'all don't. You feel me? I was like, y'all know this ain't how it go. Y'all just want to piss somebody off. That's my truth. That's all I got to say.
But yeah, man, people they don't understand that, and it's only because they don't have to do it. But yeah, just treat people's stuff with respect. Musicians, get your own stuff. And back to the original point, yes, musicians should be paid and compensated for their time. Um, Even like I say, pay your pastor too. If your pastor ain't getting paid, make sure they getting compensated. Because a lot of times members are worrying. Yeah, they worrying the members. I mean, members are worrying them, and they got to go see about their family member in the hospital. They want to get on the phone at 12 o'clock at night and pray. I got a couple of preacher friends, so that's why I kind of talk the way I do sometimes on Facebook, because I got some preacher friends of mine, and so I kind of know how they are somewhat, like sometimes like they be like, man, we men too, like we bleed and sweat just like how you do, but a lot of people don't understand that. We see preachers and stuff, and they even see us like as robots, like we're just supposed to be this one way all the time. And unfortunately, life don't work that way. It never has, and it never will. So you have to be understanding about people and how they feel, and all that stuff go into place.
Yeah, to piggyback off of that, see, I can tell this because I was a first hand freaking preacher's kid. So I seen everything first person, first hand, you name it, the whole inside. Bro, it was so annoying when, let's say they had a death in the family, right? You got to sit here, don't even know these folks, go over there. Because, I was too young to stay at the crib by myself. And it was, the rest of my other three siblings. So we all had to go with them. Like, we sitting over there, don't know these folks, just sitting in one spot. Like, they praying for the family. You got to go to the hospital. God forbid, something happened to the family or a friend. That stuff annoying. And then that 12 o'clock thing, want prayer, y'all don't be wanting nothing. Y'all have a headache, bro. Just take some medicine.
Take some medicine.
Y'all want prayer for a freaking headache. Nigga, go to the hospital or something, bro, if you feel like it's that bad. What are you calling a freaking pastor for? They sleep.
Right.
They sleep, or they,
he can't hear
doing
you.
something else. But
yeah, he can't
like,
hear
it's
you
your
like that.
head, bro. He can't freaking do but so much, bro. Like, y'all gotta stop with that annoying stuff. And honestly, the preachers need to be paid. If y'all got security, I know certain people want security, bro. Pay for that security.
I feel like anybody who's doing
breaking out
anything
at your
for
church.
church, anybody who's doing anything for the church,
If you any department, bro, even down like to the secretary, pay them a little something.
Right.
Ushers, pay them a little something. Even if it's the kids, bro, it don't matter. Pay them something, bro.
Right.
Some candy, a little, bro. I mean, if you got an apartment, bro, that's like a very skillful team, and they're doing what they're supposed to do, bro. You ain't got to tell them what to do, how to do it, when to do it, whatever, bro. Pay them.
Yeah, right. Just show your appreciation some kind of way. Because I do get it. Most churches don't have the budget for that kind of things, but a couple of dollars here and there won't hurt.
Okay, I'm telling you right now. Because, like I used to hear that saying, what one person won't do, another person will. That's the same way for any aspect of life.
I'm telling you.
Don't appreciate them there, they will go somewhere else and get appreciated.
That is a true saying in multiple ways. Like,
oh, boy, they'll leave you so quick, bro, after the first opportunity. Man, you ain't giving them no mind over here. They get off of $10 somewhere else for just a whole hour. Okay, bet I'm on the way. Okay, when I need to start. Okay. They will leave you. So appreciate people while you can, bro. Like, and then you get mad once they leave. Like, no, you didn't appreciate them, so they're going somewhere else. I don't follow.
Right. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at yourself.
You caused it. Your members, whoever you need to blame. Mm-hmm. You caused it. It's your fault. So I'm just saying.
What up, JV?
Like I said, man, y'all need to appreciate people.
Yeah, you better. Because
because if you
Churches.
don't,
I mean, people
that's
call me all the time asking, "Hey, do you know musicians available?" And I give them the same answer. Everybody I know tied up. So y'all better start appreciating
okay.
these folks.
Yeah, and it's already kind of being a shortage out here too. I ain't gonna cap. I got a few homies right now. I see them play at like at least 3 different churches on a Sunday.
Hmm.
Like maybe like honestly, some of these churches out here they be having a copy and pasted band from another church. Once they leave their service, they go to they main service, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
It's a shortage out here, bruh. Like everybody, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you in North Carolina alone and you kind of decent, whether it's from Keys to freaking Oregon, bro, I'm telling you, you're gonna be tied to a church.
And see, I was saying
Oh,
I
bro,
made a
look,
post a while back, and people were kind of taking it out of context. Where I was saying, if churches really want musicians, are coming at them by change your time. Maybe if your church ain't got but about 2 or 3 members, it won't hurt y'all to get up at 8 in the morning. Get it on out the way if you want music bad enough. And I had one dude said,
8 o'clock or 12.
some dude told me I was going to hell, and I looked stupid. I was like, brother, why are you saying that? Because I said a church should change their time. I'm going to hell because I made a suggestion that you clearly don't have to do. Or when you seen the post, you could have kept scrolling.
That
So
nigga said you going to hell.
yeah,
Wow.
man, told him I'm going to hell. Okay, I was like, all right, bet. Yeah,
All
okay,
right, bet.
let's see how that works.
All right, I'll see you down there.
But I honestly believe if churches like smaller churches or who could afford to change their service time, maybe go in the morning, like you say, like later on in that evening or something, do it. If only you want a good quality musician, because you might can find you a musician, but they ain't gonna be the quality that you want them to be. Because all the decent musicians, prime time honestly is like anywhere from 11 to 11:30. That's like the prime time service time. So if you want to find somebody, maybe have church 8. If you start at 8, that should be good. 9 can be so depending on how long you stay in, and how far your other church is, like the other musician church is. So I say if you go get up in the morning, or if you want to go that evening, I only reason why I would say morning, because if you get it on out the way, you got the rest of your day to do whatever you want. Like, yeah. So you start at about 8, 9. You in a while from about 11 to 12. You still got the rest of your Sunday. You want to cook, go out to eat, watch the game. Any little thing. But a lot of people just so bullheaded and stuck in their ways.
I'm not man. God ain't telling me all of that, man. God ain't gotta tell you everything, bro.
Sometimes he gonna give you signs. He ain't gonna tell you everything. If you can't read the signs, then that's on you.
Some of them can't read at all.
Yeah, he gonna pretty much tell you everything, give you answers, keys, and it ain't gonna be direct always. You got to figure it out.
I'm be real with you, bro. I say where I'm at now, they start at like 12:30 ish. Just so we can have somebody, decent. I mean, we used to have like a full band, but I mean, like, bro, honestly, sometimes people have their own stuff they gotta do. So it's like, just to have someone, like, you need to just go ahead and take that time, bro. Chop that time back some. Honestly, it'll be the same. Honestly, you might get more of a crowd. I know some folks they like to go to other services throughout the day, so you may get more people. You have a
Right.
decent musician. You set. You real set, bro.
Exactly. You might, like you said, the
So
key thing, you might get more people and better musicians, and that means that's better business for your church. That means you got more tithes and offering coming in. You have to be smart.
it's really, bro. I hate to say it. Well, I love to say it because I'm not scared. Church is a business, bro.
It
I remember
is.
some girl trying to argue that down with me, bro. Church is a business.
No matter
Finance
how you want
committees,
to,
okay.
no matter how you want to swing it, it's a business.
It's a business, bro. It's a whole business. Like you got your finance committee. You got the ushers. That's like your security guard. Your finance committee is like the people that are in charge of the money, who's paying out the stuff. You have the preacher. That's like the boss most of the time. The congregation, that's like your customers. Like literally, bro. So it's one of the things where it's a business, bro. And if you can't accept that church isn't a business, honestly, something's wrong, and you live in denial.
Yep.
Honestly,
And if people actually took the time to do the research, even Jesus got paid. You know, back in Bible time, in Bible days, like most of the time it wasn't money, but he would get paid like in like cattle and stuff like that. They was actually giving him offerings, and even if you Google who funded Jesus ministry, Mary, it was Mary and somebody else. Like they was it cost. It cost. That's what it boiled down to. Even he didn't go nowhere for free. You got you. It's in the Bible. You have to take care of the church house. I mean,
if God ain't going nowhere free, I'm not going nowhere free. That's all 2024.
I mean, that's what it is. So you can argue that up and down all you want, but it's in the Bible. And people want to they want to be so high and spiritual and all that. Man, when it's time to pay that light bill, them people don't want to care. They don't care nothing about how good you can speak in tongues or if you know Genesis to Revelation. Man, them people don't care nothing about it. They want to know, hey, when is you gonna pay this light bill? They probably listen to you.
Want to hear that.
I'm about to say that probably even sit there and listen to you. Like, okay, then they're gonna ask you, are you done? Your balance is $150.72. We ain't got it, but God supply. Okay, somebody needs to supply this $157.72 for this light bill. People don't care about that, man. People do not care. For real.
$157.72.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, them folk, they 150.
They want to hear that, bro.
They want it.
They gonna. Hey, listen, bro. It's you pay. You speak in tongues. You gonna pay this bill. Which one you gonna do? Right. I ain't got all day.
Cause we,
I promise you,
y'all can have church, but y'all ain't gonna have y'all ain't gonna have no lights on.
Okay.
I hope y'all can dance in the dark. Because I'm about to come up here and hit this switch.
It's over. Church over.
It is over.
Y'all shouting, y'all don't need no music. Well, y'all ain't gonna have none.
Y'all ain't gonna have no music, no lights.
So I was gonna cap, bro. With me, going to church and whatnot. I wish I would run to someone like that doing that type of work. Man, I'd be like, look, I understand Kodo Bose, but let me tell you something. If you don't pay this bill, you're gonna be speaking in tongues of God. I'll just be real with
you. Yeah.
Like I was like, I can't help you. I was like, hey, caught up outside, yeah, all that, but yeah, I can't help you, bro. Sorry. So like I said, no, I mean it's like real, bro. Like I get it, but man, I gotta get paid. Hey, I ain't about to sit here and fool around with y'all and tell y'all no, bro. God also gives us wisdom and common sense.
Exactly.
Like you can't just sit here and like go get a job if that's the case. A job is free. All you gotta do is put in the application. I mean, they choose. They say yes or no. So,
right.
Being real with y'all. So, I mean, that's my true point of view. But yeah, bro, it's a lot of things that the church needs to realize. Honestly, bro, another thing that I realized though, church can be. I'm not saying church by itself is corny. Like I never say that, but just a lot of folk in church. I see why a lot of folks say I don't want to ever go to church again because y'all could be hateful towards musicians, anybody. Like y'all people that think y'all church famous. Oh boy, y'all are weird.
Man, that don't mean nothing.
We don't know you, Carl. We don't know you.
That stuff don't mean nothing in the real world.
We don't know you because anybody even like you in high school. Now, I ain't saying Carl because I don't know Carl, but I'm just giving an example. But we really don't know y'all. I'm not gonna ever think just because I'm famous in church for being a musician that somebody gonna know me outside of this. I mean, somebody may know, that I play or whatever. I mean, I don't got stuff like that, which a lot of folks do. Kind of like, oh yeah, bro, nah. But it's like that church fame stuff don't mean jack squat.
And
But I
honestly,
just
that
be
goes a
real with you,
lot for
man. Nope.
a lot of things like people do in life. Like most of the time, your relevance is only in what you do. Like some people, like even you might be popular in like the rock and roll world. Some people don't listen to rock and roll, don't care nothing about you. You might be the mayor of your city. You go somewhere else, they don't know you existing. People, you just another average person. Unless you somebody like Elvis, Michael Jackson, James Brown, or Beyonce, where people just know you, or like you on TV or something. Man, these folks they don't care. They don't care nothing about your fame.
Don't be knowing. Don't be caring. And honestly, I'm one of them people. I'm not gonna care who you are in your state or whatever the case is, bro. Do you not know who I am? No.
Man, I don't know if you know. He was my good friend of mine, Dwight Gordon. He used to play bass for the Mighty Clouds, but he died, and he won. He got like a couple of Grammys with him, and he was telling us, he was like, "Man, just because I won a Grammy, that don't mean nothing." He said, "When I go to Walmart, he said them Grammys can't pay for nothing out of Walmart. Them people still gonna want their money for whatever I buy."
Oh, okay. Unless you really one of them famous people and they want to be known for what I just did such and such groceries today. Man, nah, nobody care about that.
No.
You feel me? Like it's just one thing where they're not gonna care. Like, so why is this important to you? You feel me? Like, if no one cares, especially people that's famous for shouting, bro. Don't nobody care about y'all shouting videos. We don't. I don't care. Out of everybody. I mean, yeah, I get it. Praise God, but at least be true about it. And I'm not saying that you ain't true about it. But some of y'all folks, we really can. Bro, Stevie Wonder can tell y'all be kind of faking it. Like, Stevie Wonder can see that. And he blind. No disrespect, Stevie. I love Stevie, but he can even see that y'all be faking, bro. Cut it out. Y'all be chucking and jiving, as the old folks used to say.
Right.
Over here jiving and jiving. Yeah, get out of here. So, I mean, it's like so much that be going on, man. like you really hit the nail on that one though. Like, if you really ain't like a trending preacher now, like, I mean, you got like your church folks, like you got Brandon Jacobs, who else? You got, I mean, it's a lot of guys you can really name. I like everybody know Tate, John Terrace, is that his name? John Terrace Tate?
Yeah, John Terrace Tate, yeah.
Like, you got him. You got Bishop Younger. I mean, it's a lot of folk but see, they're beyond church famous. Like, it's like, they're actually business folk. Like, so, some of them are known for Quartet. Some of them are known for, putting out albums and whatnot. I mean, a lot of preachers are actually putting out albums nowadays. So it's like, they got their fame though, but
Right.
still, we're all regular people. So it's like, you're regular, bro. Just like, I mean, they're not bad, but I'm just saying, like, we're all regular people. So I mean, y'all use this little church fame. It's kind of getting y'all heads. Y'all kind of becoming jerks.
That's why I got to get Kwame back on here again, because he said the same thing. He's like, man, being a celebrity is overrated. He was like, and that's why he said, man, when you see me and if you run up on me, you is not gonna get no celebrity treatment. I'm gonna treat you like a man and like what I am. Like, man, people who do that celebrity stuff, man, they don't even like living like that. That is not.
No, bro. No.
A lot of that stuff, that's a facade.
Like,
So just treat people treat them like human, man. Like, don't be gawking over them and all that weird stuff. Don't be weird.
I never wanted to be a celebrity, bro. I was like, if I was ever to become a celebrity, I'd be like the most regular person. Like, I ain't gonna be working with no security. I ain't gonna be sitting over here wearing $1,000 stuff, bro, that I know I can easily put that money towards something else. I'll be the cheapest millionaire you'll ever know.
And that's how he carry
catch me
himself.
shopping at Walmart for great value stuff. Like, bro, you'll never know that I had money. Only way I have money is if you really look up my name or something like that. You see my net worth.
That's exactly how Kwame carry
it's a
himself.
lie. Yeah, bro, like that stuff don't, bro. Let me tell you something. I'm not about to sit here and show you that I'm a millionaire. I always say that I could be a millionaire right now. I ain't gonna tell nobody, except for the folks that's close to me. Like, and barely that. So, I hate to be like God, but I mean, I'm not gonna tell nobody, bro, and I'm not gonna let nobody know like what's going on. Because I mean, either people can want to use you, leech off of you, they may try to rob you. I mean, you got too much that's going on, bro. And a lot of folk nowadays, they like to be known. They like to say, "Well, I know such and such. I be talking to such and such." They like to throw that word in the play like it's nothing. Like
Right.
nobody cares. So, like I said, bro, that celebrity treatment stuff is weird. I mean, I'm antisocial already as it is, so it's like I don't want no treatment from nobody. That would be corny. I'll be like, man, stop that, bro. I'm regular, just like you. We bleed the same. If I get cut today, I'm gonna bleed just like you, bro.
I got
Promise you
problems
that.
just like you
Your
got.
money don't save you from nothing.
No, I don't.
Okay. My money don't save me from nothing. That's what people fail to realize, bro. Yeah, it's deeper than that. So yeah, that's all my little points. It's back over to the matter of fact. Is there any games tonight?
Yeah, I'm actually doing a prize pick now.
Yeah, I figured it was a game tonight. I know I'm really waiting for that game tomorrow with the Wolves.
I was trying to give Trey a little time to get on. He said 5 minutes, but that was about 10 minutes ago.
Jesus. Dang,
Yeah, sure. We probably we can chop it up a little later. But I'm probably about to get on the game for a little bit. I've been driving all day, so need to rest my nerves. Well, we'll probably get back on sometime tonight. I don't know.
Of course.
Yeah.
Good old Lambo should be good and settled in.
Oh yeah. All right, well, man, I'll just hit you up once I get off of here.
All
right, y'all. We're about to end this here live, and I think we had a good conversation today. So what it all boils down to is, yeah, you should pay your musicians, and like we were saying, you pay anybody that's been working in the church. I mean, it's only right. Jesus was paid for his ministry, and he even had his ministry being funded. So ministry costs, equipment costs. Take care of your people, man. Well, this done been another productive live, but we got to get out of here. I'm about to get out of here. Relax a little bit, rest my nerves. We might come back on tonight, do the sports talk. We might not. I don't know. Just depending on how I'm feeling. But y'all be blessed and enjoy the rest of your day. If we don't see you, we'll catch you again. Maybe Monday. Who knows? Just tune in. All right. Peace.